He gave me a necklace and said, "It's a one-of-a-kind gift." I found the same one in a drawer at her place, so I gifted it back to him in front of them both. I met Ryan in the fall of 2019, just before everything changed. We were both living in Portland, Oregon. I was 36, divorced, and working as a freelance graphic designer. He was 38, a software engineer, charming, and seemed to have his life together. Our relationship progressed quickly. By our 6-month anniversary, he surprised me with a necklace. It was a delicate silver chain with a small, intricate pendant. He said, "It's a one-of-a-kind gift, just like you." I was touched. I wore it every day, believing it symbolized our unique bond. A year into our relationship, Ryan introduced me to his circle of friends. Among them was a woman named Claire. She was friendly, perhaps a bit too friendly with Ryan, but I dismissed my concerns. One day, I visited Claire's apartment to help her with some design work. While searching for a USB drive in her drawer, I stumbled upon a necklace identical to the one Ryan had given me. My heart sank. I asked Claire about it, and she casually replied, "Oh, Ryan gave it to me last year for my birthday." I was stunned. The one-of-a-kind necklace wasn't unique at all. It was a lie. I didn't confront Ryan immediately. Instead, I planned. I needed to be sure. I found out that Ryan had given the same necklace to at least 2 other women in our circle. Each time, he used the same line, "It's a one-of-a-kind gift." I decided to confront him in a way he wouldn't forget. I organized a small gathering at my apartment, inviting Ryan, Claire, and a few mutual friends. During the evening, I stood up and addressed the group. "I want to share something special," I began. I held up the necklace Ryan had given me. Ryan told me this was a one-of-a-kind gift, but it turns out it's not. I then pulled out 2 more identical necklaces I had borrowed from Claire and another friend. The room fell silent. "Ryan," I said, turning to him, "you gave this same necklace to multiple women, each time claiming it was unique. That's not just lazy, it's deceitful." I handed all 3 necklaces back to him. "You can keep them. I prefer honesty over trinkets." The fallout was immediate. Ryan tried to defend himself, but the damage was done. Our friends saw his true colors. Claire and the others distanced themselves from him. As for me, I felt liberated. I had exposed a liar and reclaimed my dignity. It's been a year since that night. I've moved on, focusing on my career and personal growth. The experience taught me the importance of self-respect and the power of standing up for oneself. I still have a necklace, but this one I bought for myself. It's truly one of a kind, just like me. After that night, I thought it was over. Thought I'd buried it all and walked away clean. But Portland's smaller than you think when you're dealing with the same circle of people, and secrets don't stay quiet long when egos get bruised. A week after the necklace night, Ryan texted me, "You embarrassed me. Hope you're happy." I didn't respond. Then came the social media digs. Subtle at first. Quotes about forgiveness and betrayal posted on his Instagram stories. Then not-so-subtle ones. A selfie of him and Claire with the caption, "Real ones stick together." Claire. Of all people. She had sat there in my apartment and watched him get exposed like a kid caught cheating on a test. And now she was posting photos with him like nothing happened? 2 weeks later, my friend Lauren sent me a screenshot. Ryan had posted a close-up of a necklace, the same one on his story, with the caption, "Still means something to someone." I wasn't angry. I was confused. Why double down on the lie? Things started getting messy. I began hearing from friends that Ryan was telling a different version of the story. In his version, I had made up the whole thing. That I was jealous of Claire. That I'd faked the other necklaces to get attention. That I was emotionally unstable. That last one stung. It always does when men go there. I had receipts, but I didn't want to play dirty. Then one day, I noticed my laptop was running weird. Lagging, popping up weird logins. I thought it was a bug. But I checked my email, and there it was, a login attempt from an IP that wasn't mine. Somewhere in Beaverton, where Ryan's company was located. He had my passwords. I'd let him use my laptop when we were together. He knew my recovery questions. I changed everything and locked it down. But now I wasn't just dealing with a toxic ex. I was dealing with a vindictive one. A week later, one of my clients emailed me. "Hey, just wanted to follow up on that invoice again. Sorry to bother you." I checked my invoices. The one she was talking about had been deleted. Gone. From my desktop, my backup, even the cloud. That's when it hit me. He had accessed my files. Not just looked, deleted stuff. Now I was furious. I contacted a tech-savvy friend who helped me run some checks. He found traces of remote logins from a third-party app one never installed. It had been active for 2 days before I shut it down. That's when I called my lawyer. Enough was enough. But even then, I didn't go to the cops right away. I wanted to give him one last shot to back off. I sent him a text. "I know you accessed my files. I have proof. Walk away, or I will make this legal." No reply. But 2 days later, Claire showed up at my apartment. Unannounced. She looked tired. Not like the girl who posted beach selfies and wine glass boomerangs. She stood there in the rain, not saying anything at first. Then, he did it to me too. Turns out, Ryan hadn't just lied. He had been tracking Claire too. Her phone, her location, her texts. She found a hidden app on her phone that mirrored her messages to another device. She was crying, shaking, said she hadn't told anyone yet. I let her in, gave her tea. We sat in silence for a while. 2 women, same mess, same man, different scars. Then she said something I won't forget. He said the same thing to me. About the necklace. That I was the only one. We looked at each other and just laughed. That kind of dry, exhausted laugh that's more rage than humor. But inside me, something shifted. I realized this wasn't just about some stupid piece of jewelry. This was about power, control. Lies layered over lies, until the only thing that felt real was how angry I was. And I wasn't done. Claire and I kept in touch after that. Not like best friends, but there was this unspoken understanding between us now. Trauma does that. You start off on opposite sides and then suddenly you're allies. A week after she came over, she sent me a photo. No caption, just the image. It was a screenshot of Ryan's LinkedIn. New job, new city, Seattle. I stared at it for a while. He just skipped town? Like none of it happened? That same day, I got a text from an unknown number. "You and Claire look cute together. Maybe next time leave my name out of your sad little revenge club." Burner phone. Had to be. He was gone, but still watching. Claire told me he'd been paranoid in the weeks before he left. Asking weird questions, like whether she ever told anyone about his old laptop. She didn't know what he meant until she found the second one hidden under his bed, with sticky notes full of passwords and names. She took pictures of it. Sent them to me. One of the notes had my email on it. Another had what looked like answers to security questions. He'd planned this long before the breakup. I was over him. But now I was worried about what else he might have done or still could do. So I talked to my lawyer again. We drafted a formal cease and desist. Claire did too. I mailed it to the new address listed on his LinkedIn, just in case it was real. Weeks passed. Then one day, I got a DM on Instagram from a woman named Jenna. Said she found my profile through Claire. She was polite, but straight to the point. "I think I'm dating your ex. His name's Ryan, but he told me his name is Mark." I felt sick. She sent a picture. It was him. Same smirk, same eyes. Different city, different name. Claire and I FaceTimed Jenna that night. And the stories lined up. The necklace line? Same. The "I've never felt this way before?" Same. Even the job, he told her he was a startup founder this time. Gave her a whole fake business name. Jenna was furious. hurt, but mostly just angry. She said he'd already asked to borrow her laptop once because his was acting up. She hadn't let him. Thank God. We told her everything. Showed her screenshots, the emails, the photos of the hidden laptop. She was quiet at first. Then she said he mentioned a girl who got obsessed with him in Portland. Said she tried to ruin his life. That obsessed girl was me. We didn't stop there. Jenna agreed to help us. Said she wanted to catch him before he pulled this on someone else. So she kept seeing him, just enough to gather more info. One day, she messaged me. He left his phone unlocked while showering. I took pictures of everything. There's a folder called Backup. She sent over the files. Photos of IDs. Not his. Women. Screenshots of conversations. Pictures of necklaces, not just 3. At least 7. And then, there it was. A spreadsheet. Names, birthdays, cities. Notes next to each. Tends to cry. Parents still married. Good with money. Trusting. It was like a dating predator playbook. We were done being quiet. We compiled everything. All of it. Put it in a document and sent it to his new employer, a fintech company in Seattle. Claire even tracked down a woman on LinkedIn she thought might be his manager. That same week, his LinkedIn vanished. And then, silence again. No texts. No DMs. Just digital smoke. Then Jenna called. Said someone tried to break into her apartment. Didn't take anything, but the lock had fresh scratches, and a neighbor reported seeing someone loitering near her door the night before. She moved the next day. Claire bought a security camera. I got pepper spray and a stun gun. We weren't scared of Ryan. We were scared of what kind of man disappears into new cities and reinvents himself over and over, and what he does when someone threatens the story he tells. But we were more prepared now. More connected. More pissed. We didn't want justice anymore. We wanted exposure. Claire found out he was using a fake name to rent a room in Seattle. The lease wasn't in his name, it was in his cousin's, but we knew that cousin didn't exist. She hired a friend in real estate to dig deeper. Turns out the cousin had rented 3 different apartments in 2 years. All paid with cashier's checks. No digital trail. He wasn't just a liar. He was practiced. Careful, but not perfect. Jenna had saved one of the selfies he took in her apartment. Behind him, in the mirror, you could see a photo frame. It was hers. Clear as day. We used that photo. We posted it online. A carefully written post shared to a few private groups first. Do you know this man? We have reason to believe he's used multiple names and targeted several women. The post spread. Fast. Within a week, 5 more women messaged us. One was in Boise. Another in Sacramento. 2 in San Diego. The stories were all the same. He said the same things, used the same necklace line. Even fake job offers. One girl sent us a voicemail he left. His voice cracked when he said, "I see my future with you." We stitched all the proof together. Every message. Every photo. Every lie. We sent it to his parents. Claire had their address. They'd always played the role of, he's just misunderstood, but this time they didn't respond. Then we posted everything publicly. On Reddit. On Twitter. On a blog with screenshots, voices blurred, but names real. We didn't need to say it was about revenge. It spoke for itself. That same day, Jenna called me. She was crying. I think he tried to follow me again. Same car. I saw it in my rear view. I told her to go to the police. This was bigger now. And she did. When she gave them the story, and all the files, they took her seriously. It wasn't just about stalking anymore. He had multiple digital profiles. Fake identities. Possible wire fraud. Misrepresentation to employers. It was finally enough. They tracked him down in Spokane. He was trying to start over again. Different name this time, Eli. But the necklace, always the necklace, showed up in one of his bags. Same make, same chain, still in its little velvet pouch. He had 5 of them. He was arrested. Claire, Jenna, and I were asked to testify. We did. It was nerve-wracking. Standing there, speaking out loud what he'd done. The lies, the control, the things he deleted, the things he tried to take from us. But we stood together. In court, he said nothing, just sat there, looking small for the first time. No smirk, no fake charm. But this isn't one of those stories where the villain learns a lesson. No, he just got exposed. Publicly. And that was enough. He took a plea deal. Fraud, digital theft, probation, community service. A record. Employers would see it now. It wasn't jail time, but it was permanent. After the trial, Jenna moved back east to be near her family. Claire went back to school. And me? I started a blog, telling stories. Not just mine. Other women's too. About trust, fear, and rebuilding. I used my real name. But here's the part one haven't told you yet. When I first met Ryan, the very first month, I saw a message on his phone. A woman's name. I asked about it. He said she was a client. I knew something felt off. But I smiled, nodded, and let it go. I was the one who ignored the first red flag. I wore that necklace even when my gut told me something was wrong. So yeah, I made mistakes too. I stayed quiet when I should have asked more. Trusted when I should have run. I gave chances that weren't earned. But I learned. And when it came time to fight back, I didn't hold back. He gave me a necklace and said it was one of a kind. He was right, it was one of a kind. Just like the revenge he never saw coming. And I kept one of those necklaces, not because it meant anything romantic anymore, but because it reminds me who I became when everything broke. The woman who didn't just survive the lie. The woman who burned the whole illusion to the ground.